All right, got the 01 Ducati Monster here. Just took her out for a little rip. Got the oil all warmed up. Gonna drop the oil. All right, step 2. Break that drain bolt loose. I also got a 2x4 under there to keep it standing as vertical as I can. Gonna pull that drain plug out. Hopefully not too much goes on the exhaust there. All right, it's a 10 millimeter also. The drain plug. Oh yeah, nice and hot. And still managed to get it all over the exhaust. Kind of seen that coming. Oh, gonna let her drain for a while. So I'll wipe that exhaust off, a little brake cleaner or something. All right, well that's dripping. We'll go after the filter here. See, a little tight. Careful not to rock it too much, being I got it on that 2x4. Wow, that's tight. Definitely don't want a bike falling on me. But it's a lot quicker than throwing it on a stand. As I slip 100 times off this thing. Might help if I had the pliers turned the other way. And I guess these teeth don't really matter. There we go. A little bit easier. And a little bit easier. That thing's pretty hot. Again, gonna let it drain for a little while. Interesting. Got this Ducati book out. I think I remember this before. Talks about oil and filter change at the dealership or authorized workshop. Shows the grades you can run, whatnot, the level, checking the level. Oil filter with the recommended shell. I'm going with this stuff here. K&N filter, Castrol. 1040's got a wider range on it. Anyhow, yeah. This book's, you know, kind of got some information, but not the information I needed. So I'll get to installing this stuff and the filter on there, the drain plug back in. There was nothing on that magnet to speak of. Nothing dirty, nothing, no big chunks or nothing. All right, time to get after it. All right, it's time to put the oil in. Let's see what we got here in the pan first. Give us a little baseline or whatnot to start off with, but we'll slowly teeter it in. Assuming it's around 4 quarts. This thing's showing a little under 4 quarts here in this pan, but I'm not gonna go, you know, dumping it all in at once, of course. And I don't think you probably want to watch me sit there and teeter in 4 quarts either, so I'll piecemeal this together for you, if you will. All right, looks like we drained out just a little under 4 quarts. This is a pretty good idea of what the bike holds. I didn't get all the oil out of the filter, but I'll slowly add some oil, bring it up in the sight glass, get it in the happy range in the sight glass, and get it started up and level it off as needed. All right, going back into the drain plug, all cleaned up. Let me check that. Oh no, it's still on there. So metal. I checked that drain pan for a second there for that metal washer that goes on the drain plug. It's there. It's happy. It's in good shape. And you don't got to go crazy on torquing something like this. Not like you need a torque wrench or nothing, but you know, good and snug, and you know, not that big of a fastener. There, that's good enough. All right, going to filter on there. All right, throwing the filter on. Basically, a little bit of oil on your finger here, around the gasket. A little pre-lube. Also check up in here. The old O-ring's not stuck on there or nothing. Nice and clean. Actually, this thing, you know what? I'm going to pour a little oil in this filter too while I'm at it, since this is one of them styles. Almost forgot that. So, you know, upside down or sideways, ones you can't. But yeah, I'm going to fill this thing with a little oil, a little pre-lube. Yeah, anytime I can get one of these filters that goes in this way, usually fill it with oil. Yep. Pretty small filter. Not gonna, you know, it's not like a diesel truck where they hold a lot. You definitely want to, you know, make a habit of filling those up before putting them on. A lot of vehicles, cars, you can't do it. Just the way the filter's positioned. Anyhow, I'm going to let that soak up a little bit. I'll slide back under there and screw it on. All right, got the filter topped off with oil. This K&N's got a hex head on it. It's a 17 millimeter. Come on now. Slippery. Pre-lube. Yeah. There's a, this will pick it up or not, if I mentioned it or not earlier. There's a safety wire hole on this style filter K&N's got. I'm not going to safety it. It's snugged up pretty decent there, that the hex head on there. Sure, some people safety them, but I'm over that, not safetying it. That's where it is, about 3.5 quarts in it. It's leaning a little bit on its side. It's got that 2x4 there, but when I stand it up, obviously it raises a little more. I'm going to start it up and see how much it drops here. All right, I started it up. It dropped a little bit. I'm going to stand it up here, vertical. See, I'm going to put a little bit more in. Not a lot, just a little. Try to bring it closer to that full line. Sure, I got it on that 2x4 there. I don't want to drop it. Straight up there running. See what it looks like shut off here. Yep, you gotta get a little bit more. A little bit more towards the higher mark there. Just kind of nursing it in. All right, there it sits on the 2x4. Stand it straight up. It was about the top there, and when it's running, it drops down in between those two marks. I'm good with that. I'll keep an eye on it. There's about that much oil left. About 1/4 quart. So if I need to do a little adjustment, got a little bit of oil left to do a little bit of adjustment. All right, that's about it. Did the oil change yesterday on that Polaris. Didn't really feel like I need to do a video on that. Yeah, it's kind of basic maintenance anyhow. Monday morning maintenance, not weekend repairs and modifications. Still waiting on some parts for the bushings to get machined for the 69 Thunderbolt, and that's kind of where I'm at. Just doing some oil changes and playing around on this thing here. But if you like what you see, feel free to drop a comment, like or subscribe, and have a good week. Take her easy.